From tomorrow, your shopping list could look very different. GST rates are being revised across several categories, from everyday essentials like paneer, ghee, soaps, and shampoos to big ticket items like cars and air conditioners. But here is the burning question everyone is asking. Will the old stock in shops also be sold at the new lower prices? Or will we continue paying the old high rates? Let's start with the most important issue. Whenever GST rates are cut, customers naturally expect to pay less. But what happens to the old stock already lying in shops, warehouses, or showrooms? Technically, GST is charged on the final billing price. That means even if a product was manufactured or imported earlier, the moment it is sold after the rate cut, the new GST should apply. So yes, legally, consumers should benefit from lower rates even on old stock. But here is the catch. Many businesses argue that their purchase invoices, input tax credits, and pricing systems were based on the older rate. Passing on the benefit immediately is not always smooth. Some retailers adjust, others delay. This creates confusion and even complaints of profiteering, where companies pocket the tax benefit instead of giving it to customers. That's why consumers need to be alert. If GST has dropped from 18% to 12% on shampoo, for example, the difference must reflect on your bill, regardless of when that shampoo bottle was manufactured. In past rate cuts, authorities have warned companies against not passing on benefits. There is even an anti-profiteering mechanism under GST law, but in reality, enforcement is patchy. So, tomorrow, when the new rates kick in, you may not see instant price tags changing in every shop. Some sellers may claim old stock cannot be discontinued. That's where awareness matters. As a customer, you are entitled to the new GST rate on billing. Now let's come to the products themselves. Paneer and ghee are staples in Indian households, are among the items seeing a rate cut. This is a direct relief for families, especially at a time when food inflation has been biting. Soaps and shampoos, the so-called FMCG daily use items, also come under lower GST now. For middle class households, these are repeat purchases, so even a few rupees shaved off every pack makes a difference across the year. This is where the government hopes to create a sense of relief for the common man, showing that GST tweaks are not just about revenue but about day-to-day affordability. Next, the eye-catching headline: cars and air conditioners are getting cheaper. Now, let's critically examine this. Yes, GST on these products is being lowered. But remember, these are high-margin items sold through dealers who manage stock and financing carefully. For consumers, the price drop may not be fully visible immediately. Dealers could take time to adjust their sticker prices, citing old stock invoices. Car companies, in particular, are often quick to announce price cuts in advertisements, but buyers should always cross-check if the actual billing reflects the new GST rate. So while tomorrow's GST cut on cars and ACs sounds dramatic, in practice the benefit may be staggered and in some cases partly absorbed by dealers. Let's step back. On paper, GST cuts are a win for consumers. Essentials get cheaper, luxury goods more affordable. But in reality, consumers must be vigilant to ensure the reduced GST is passed on. Businesses may resist immediate reductions on old stock, creating a gap between policy and practice. Big ticket items like cars and ACs may see selective discounts, depending on how dealers handle inventory. So while the government earns applause for lowering rates, the real test lies in execution on the ground. Will families actually feel the difference in their monthly expenses, or will the benefit get diluted before reaching them? From tomorrow, GST rates go down. Paneer, ghee, soaps, shampoos, cars, and ACs are officially cheaper. But whether your local shopkeeper or car dealer passes on that benefit is the million rupee question. As citizens, it's important to know your rights because every invoice, every receipt must reflect the new tax rates. So next time you shop, don't just look at the price tag, look at the bill. That's where the real story of GST cuts will show. I'm Nandita and this was your deep dive into the GST 2025 rate cuts. Tell us in the comments, do you think businesses will pass on the benefits quickly or will customers still end up paying old prices? Thank you for watching and stay tuned.